She thought everyone was ahead of her. Hi everyone, welcome to the Namami YouTube channel. Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, why am I still here? Someone your age gets a better job. Someone buys a new car. Someone gets married. Someone travels to beautiful places. And suddenly, even though nothing is wrong with your life, you start feeling like you are falling behind. This is the story of Meera. And maybe, a small part of Meera exists in many of us. Meera's life. Meera was 26 years old and lived in Bengaluru. She worked in a software company. Her job was okay. Her salary was enough to manage her expenses and save a little every month. She had loving parents, a few close friends, and a simple, peaceful life. But Meera wasn't happy, not because something terrible had happened to her. She was unhappy because she was constantly looking at everyone else's life. Every morning, before even getting out of bed, she opened Instagram. One friend was in Dubai. Another was posing beside a new car. A college classmate had posted, excited to announce that I've joined a new company. Meera checked her LinkedIn profile. The girl had received a big salary hike. Meera immediately started calculating. She is earning almost twice my salary. Her mood changed. She closed LinkedIn and got ready for work. The comparison never stopped. At the office, one of her colleagues came in excitedly. Meera, I finally booked my apartment. Everyone congratulated him. Meera smiled too. Wow, congratulations. But inside, another thought appeared. He already bought a house. I don't even have enough money for the down payment. That evening, her mother called her. Meera, do you remember Kavya? Yes. She is getting married next month. Meera became quiet. Kavya was younger than her. Now another thought started. Even people younger than me are getting married. That night, Meera lay in bed scrolling through Instagram. Jobs, weddings, vacations, cars, houses, promotions. Every post seemed to tell her the same thing. Everyone is moving forward except you. She started hating her own life. Slowly, Meera stopped appreciating the things she already had. When her mother made her favorite food, she barely noticed. When her father called to ask whether she reached home safely, she replied quickly. Yes, Papa, I'll call later. But she didn't call. Even when something good happened at work, she wasn't satisfied. Her manager once told her, Meera, you've improved a lot. Good work. For a few seconds, she felt happy. Then she remembered her friend's promotion. And that happiness disappeared. She thought, improved? What's the use? I'm still earning less than everyone else. Comparison had become a habit. And the strange thing was, most of the people she was comparing herself with didn't even know she was doing it. She was fighting a competition that existed only in her mind. One Saturday, one weekend, Meera went home to visit her parents. Her father was sitting outside drinking tea. He looked at her and asked, everything okay? Yes, Papa. He smiled. You've been saying, everything is okay, for the last 6 months. But your face says something else. Meera laughed a little. Then she sat beside him. For the first time, she spoke openly. Papa, I feel like I'm wasting my life. Her father looked surprised. Why? Everyone is doing better than me. Who is everyone? Meera didn't know how to answer. My friends, people from college, people from work. One has a better salary. Someone bought a house. Someone is getting married. Some people are traveling everywhere. She looked down. I feel like I'm very slow. Her father listened quietly. Then he asked her something simple. Do you remember your friend Anjali? Yes. You used to tell us that she had the perfect life. Meera nodded. She had a great job. She traveled all the time. Her father said, she came home last week. Meera looked at him. She left that job. Why? She was extremely stressed. She said she had been unhappy for almost a year. Meera was surprised. The same girl whose Instagram pictures had once made her jealous, had been struggling behind those pictures. Her father smiled. Meera, you are comparing your full life with the small part of someone else's life that you can see. That sentence stayed with her. Something changed. That night, Meera opened Instagram again. She saw the same things. A new car, a vacation, a wedding, but this time she stopped herself. She asked, why am I using someone else's happiness to make myself unhappy? She put her phone aside. Then she opened an old notebook. On the first page she wrote, "Where was I 3 years ago?" 3 years ago, she had been desperately searching for her first job. Now she had one. 3 years ago, she was afraid to speak during meetings. Now she regularly explained her work to the entire team. 3 years ago, she had almost no savings. Now she had built a small emergency fund. She suddenly realized, she had been growing all along. She simply hadn't noticed because she was too busy watching other people grow. Meera started competing with one person. From that day, Meera made one rule: stop competing with everyone else. Instead, she would compare herself only with the Meera of yesterday. She wanted a better salary? Fine. She started learning new skills for 45 minutes every evening. She wanted to become healthier? She started walking every morning. She wanted to save more money? She created a monthly budget. But she didn't do these things because someone else was ahead of her. She did them because she wanted a better life for herself. 6 months later, Meera didn't suddenly become rich. She didn't buy a luxury car. She didn't suddenly get married. Her life didn't magically become perfect. But something much more important changed. She became peaceful. One day, her friend called her excitedly. "Meera, I got promoted." Earlier, those words would have made her question her own life. But this time Meera smiled genuinely. "That's amazing. Congratulations." After ending the call, she returned to what she was doing. No jealousy. No calculations. No. How much is she earning? No. Why didn't this happen to me? Her friend's success belonged to her friend. And Meera's journey belonged to Meera. A year later, Meera eventually switched to a better job. Her salary increased. Her confidence improved. Her parents noticed that she had become happier. One evening, her father asked, "So, are you finally ahead of everyone?" Meera laughed. "I don't know." Her father smiled. "Then how are you happy?" Meera looked at him and said, "Because I finally understood that I don't need to be ahead of everyone." She paused. "I just don't want to stop moving forward." Her father smiled. And for the first time in a long time, Meera felt proud of her life. Not because it was better than someone else's, but because it was hers. Moral of the story: there will always be someone earning more than you. Someone who gets married before you. Someone who buys a house before you. Someone who travels more. Someone who becomes successful faster. If you keep using other people's lives as the measurement for your own, you may never feel successful. Because the finish line will keep moving. Social media shows you moments. It doesn't show you the complete life behind those moments. So don't ask, "Am I ahead of them?" Ask yourself, "Am I better than the person I was yesterday?" Learn at your own pace. Build your career at your own pace. Find love at your own pace. Save money at your own pace. And live your life at your own pace. Because life is not a race where everyone starts at the same place. Everyone has a different journey, a different struggle, a different opportunity, and a different timing. So celebrate other people's success, without using it as a reason to hate your own life. You are not here to live someone else's story. You are here to build your own. Thank you for watching. If this story reminded you of someone who constantly compares themselves with others, share it with them. And don't forget to subscribe to the Namami YouTube channel for more meaningful life stories. See you in the next video.